New World has a big problem. They've got a good expansion in their hands, with a lot of people coming in and playing the game, excited for what's to come, because they probably haven't for a while, and there's a lot of quality of life in the expansion, a lot of good content, maybe not enough because this expansion was a bit small in scope, but they're fixing a lot of the issues that the game has. But there's one current problem that I think it's honestly, it's too much. They have to fix it as soon as possible, because the fashion system they have, it's complete garbage. And honestly, I don't understand how New World players are not like more mad about this. I know that this was implemented a few months ago this year, so I understand this, but I think it's unacceptable, the system they have. Let me tell you how it works. So, you know, in MMOs, you get a skin from a random vendor, or from a dungeon, from a raid, from PP, blah blah blah. And then you can use that skin, that weapon, even if you're not using the exact item, and transmog it into changing your current weapon into the skin of the other one, right? You usually use some type of currency to do this. Maybe it's gold, maybe it's some other currency from another type of content. Sometimes it's from the store, right? But in New World, it's a bit different. Instead of that, each time you get a skin, you have to unlock it in order to be able to move it, to transmog it to something else, right? So you need, and each of these times you need, as you can see here, a transmog token, right? A token, and then you pick this sword, for example. Let's say I have this one, right? I need to, or this one, you have to essentially pick it up, use a transmog token in order to make it available for me to transmog, let's say this was a great sword, that great sword into this one, right? But, and that doesn't sound that bad. Honestly, in some ways, it sounds even better than what we have usually, because usually it would just like each time you do a change, you have to get, you know, you have to use this currency, which kind of sucks, honestly, because you can run out and it essentially punishes you each time you want to change. In this case, instead of that, you actually just use one time, unlock your skin one time, and you're done, which is honestly kind of rewarding. I think it's kind of cool. And this would be rewarding if you could actually farm the transmog tokens. But in New World, you can't really do that. You can get one transmog token per week by doing chest runs. That's the only thing you can do. One a week. And look how many skins you get from this, guys. Look how many. That's a lot of skins. How many weeks would it take you to unlock all of these ones? And this is only the 100 weapons. Then you have the 200 weapons. Like, look at all of this. It's insane. The amount of time, the amount of tokens you would have to get to unlock all of these skins, even if you got the actual skins from the game. And guess what? As you can see in this little corner here, you can actually add more tokens. And guess how you can do that? Yes, you guessed it right, by buying them in the store. So they essentially have crafted themselves this very, very good system where you are heavily incentivized to buy tokens to get your skins. And of course, not a lot of people are gonna go for getting all of them, right? Of course. But that doesn't mean that whenever you get one, you're not gonna want to transmog it. So you essentially have this system where that one time you're gonna get, oh yeah, I got one skin, cool, I'm gonna use that token for that one. Oh, but I got this other skin. Oh man, I really want that one. Fuck. I mean, I guess I'm gonna. I'll buy one more. I'll buy another one. Oh, but that skin is also. I'll buy that one, even if I got from the game. So essentially, monetizing in-game skins. Not only the cash store items that they already have, but they're essentially monetizing their own skins in the game that you earn, that you kind of already paid for by buying the expansion. So honestly, in terms of monetization, they're probably making some good money out of it. But on the expense of the rewards of the system, of the fulfillment of the player. Whenever you get a weapon now, you're not gonna think, wow, I'm excited for getting this weapon. You're gonna think, fuck, I need to buy another transmog token. It ruins the experience, and honestly, it makes you not want to care about your skin, about your character, and of course, about the game. Now, to be fair to them, you can get them by doing the free battle pass. You can get, I think it's 5 from the free battle pass each season. That's not that much. And you can get more, of course, with the currency or with the expanded battle pass, right? With a premium version of the battle pass. But it's not gonna be that much, and it's gonna be time gated heavily. Best in slots at some point, and then what? What do? Yeah, you usually collect skins. You usually do little fashions that you make your character look cool whenever you're fighting that boss with your best in slot gear. You do that because it's fun and it's cool, and you do fashion contests with other people, and you show it to yourself. Look, guys, I got this weapon from that boss, and you didn't kill it. No, I did. That's pretty cool. At least in other games, whenever you buy a skin from the store, you're like, okay, that skin, yeah, I bought it. But everybody knows that. Everybody gets that weapon. They know that I bought it from the skin. It's okay. But then this one though, this skin that I bought, that I got from the game, I got it from the game, and it's mine. But in this case, it's gonna be like, yeah, you did get it, but you did probably buy it to be able to transmog it. That's not good. It takes away from the actual achievement in the game to actually earn these weapons, the skins. And I think they have to change it. Now, how will they change it? Honestly, I understand we're in 2023 and it sucks that we have to have this kind of systems for them to earn money, microtransactions and all this stuff. I hate it in Guild Wars 2, I don't like it here either. But if I were to do it, I probably wouldn't change it so you can't buy more in the store. What I would do is that if there was one good way, not time gated, to actually get more transmog tokens, a spot in the world, a dungeon, maybe once a week you get, if you do this dungeons, or M2 or an M3, a new world, which is essentially Mythic Plus. It's a harder dungeon. Maybe then you get another transmog token, or 5 or whatever. Or if you do PP or blah blah blah. There's different ways to getting these items. Having it only logged one a week, no, it's not good. And honestly, the only way that that they're gonna consider to change this is if we complain about it, because yeah, I mean, they're probably gonna make some money out of this, but we want New World to be better. We want New World to be a good game that we all want to play, and everyone says like, man, that game is cool, and I like this transfer system. I like every one of the systems. We don't want its potential to be completely lowered down because of a system like this. Passion is very important in MMOs. It shows what you've done in the game, what you're striving to do, and of course it helps with the monotony of something like vertical progression. If you don't have it, or you have a version of it that just doesn't work because it invalidates where you actually have progress in the game, it's not good for your MMO. It makes you care less about the world, your character, and your account. And that's just not a good thing for this game. And sadly, is what the game does. It devaluates what you get in the world by locking it behind a random, worthless, artificial system that doesn't really give you anything for it. So, change it. Make the game better. Tell people that you actually are gonna invest in this game, and tell them that you care about this game, you care about the players, and you want this MMO to thrive. Make them believe that they can play this game without being worried. Consider this game a good MMO to play on the side, and even as their main game. That is very important for people to actually invest in MMOs and want to play them. It's not like another type of games where, like League or whatever, where you don't feel like your character. Like in other games, it's okay to have this kind of systems because, like, honestly, who gives a fuck? Or playing League, do you care that you have a fucking skin on it? Not really. In MMOs, that's literally the point of the game sometimes. This is not an ARPG where the vertical progression is so complex that it just never ends and you always have something to strive toward. In MMOs, vertical progression does end, and fashion is honestly more important. So, change it, monetize it in another way. Don't ruin your potential of the game just because you want to make more money on it. Okay? There you go. Tell me what you guys think. See you guys around. Subscribe to the channel. Tell me if I'm wrong. Bye bye.